Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing to these videos on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram at Sita1. You can find daily posts of the tarot cards on Instagram and the weekly tarot reading and Sita's Astro Energy on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram at Sita1. My name is Sita. I'm a psychic tarot reader and intuitive astrologer, and I'm here to do a special reading for this wonderful time of year called the summer solstice. This is when the sun is at the highest point and at the fullest in the sky, and nature is also at its fullness, bringing us abundance. And we're going to reap this abundance by the fall. So it's time to give thanks, and that's what a lot of people do around the world. Since dating back to ancient times, the Egyptians, the Greeks, there have been rituals around the solstice, thanking the gods for their gifts of light and warmth and optimism. So I've done a reading for the next 3 months to show us where we'll go collectively and what it is we need to work on. Yes, to work on. So here we go. We start off with a really great card, the Three of Cups, and I think during this pandemic, you've had time to reflect on your relationships and realize the ones that are meaningful to you and support you, and you support them. And those are the people you're going to be spending time with, or you should be drawn to, giving them your love and energy and feeling their love and nurturing in return. So that's the overall theme for the next 6 months. The first card is about our present circumstance, and yes, we're still adjusting. This card can be a struggle, but it also can be a reorganization of our plans, of our energy, and also facing some of the struggles or strife that we are dealing with within. So it's time to take a look at that and take action. It's time to do something about that. Make other plans, drop some responsibilities, declutter a bit, and it will help you to see a clearer path towards the future and to let go of some of that stress. The challenge is the Eight of Coins, and the Eight of Coins is about working away at something in a slow, steady pace and learning and gaining more experience, and that's still a challenge. I think it's still a challenge because we are still under some kind of restrictions, and our life has changed drastically, and let's face it, all of us are not that in with change. We want everything to remain the same, especially our ego would like to have things the way they always were, but that's not the case. But this card is telling you, take it slow, be practical, and look every day in the present moment to what you have gained and the experience you've gained, and you will see the success you really are. Now, the wisdom for all of this is the Hermit, a quiet, reflective archetype. And that this is you, looking deeper within. Maybe because of all the astrological aspects that are happening, you're going to start to learn more about your belief systems, where your philosophies are, learning more. It could be about religion, but could be other things too. So it's a learning phase, and that's what you're going through for the next 6 months. But you're using, the Hermit holds a light, and I kind of think that this is like the sun. So the sun is illuminating all the possibilities that you could research and gain knowledge, so that you can make the next 6 months, next year, a more active and deeper place. You'll come from a deeper place of knowledge, so you can move forward into the future wiser and more mature. Distant Past talks about the Four of Wands celebration. So there was kind of a mini time, I guess in December, where we were able to celebrate a bit, thinking that the pandemic was over and that we could just move back to our old lifestyle. Well, we see that that's not the case, and this is a disappointment that is in the collective that is still working its way through. This is the recent past, and so you might be disappointed the way things have turned out, but you need to really look at what you've gained emotionally from this experience and look again to the past and what is holding you back, those past memories of disappointment and guilt and shame. Start to work them, weed them out, and face them, and once you face them, they will dissipate and they won't have such an effect on your emotional body. a wonderful card for the near future. So the next 2 or 3 months, the Ace of Cups, gifts from the divine of love, and share that love. So more love will come into your life, but what do you do with it? It needs to be shared. It's just like money, it's energy. And the more you share it, the more you will receive, and the less stress that you will experience also. Subconsciously, we're in that tower phase. I see this as Uranus, so here it's dissolving the boundaries and restrictions we have to one another and increasing our communication in unique ways. So it's working on that level where you may not be able to access it right away, but it's happening in the collective, so go with it. Our environment is the Five of Coins, yet another 5, meaning a lot of changes, but also this is like a dark night of the soul kind of a situation and energy, and don't be afraid of that. Don't be afraid to go into that dark place and to face all those responsibilities that you've had, and to understand all the things in the past, those past hurts, and let go. The only way you can let go is going through it again, facing it, trying to understand it, and then healing it. Consciously, we're worried about our finances, our money, we're focusing on being practical, and that's great. So you're seeing how others have supported you and brought you to the place of success, so you need to acknowledge that. The outcome is the Four of Swords, a resting place, a place of more meditation, more present moment awareness, and keeping our thoughts under control. And as the year ends, we're moving forwards with some really good messages of more freedom and more spontaneity happening. So I see more movement, more travel, but also you're finally realizing the messages that you needed to listen to through this whole 2-year journey, and to start to spread things, your awareness and your optimism out in different directions. So it looks like a really wonderful ending to a very important time in the collective. So good for you. Keep aware, keep working on yourself, and don't be afraid to face those fears, because by facing them, you can bring light into your situation. Happy solstice. Get out there, dance, put flowers in your hair, say thank you to Mother Nature and the sun for bringing us joy and warmth. And I will see you next week with more weekly tarot readings and Sita's Astro Energy on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube at Sita1. Take care.